What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the football capital. As you can see from the title, this is my reaction to Cristiano Ronaldo and this interview with the phone hacker himself, the CR7 ass kisser himself, Piers Morgan. Now, the whole week we've been hearing this story. We did touch on it in the Premier League review with the Aussie Gooner. But I thought, look, both parts are out now. We had them few snippets. Throughout the week. The second part dropped, I think it was yesterday or this morning. And I just thought I'll give you my thoughts, because I'm seeing a lot of rumblings online, a lot of people with split opinions, and I don't know why everyone is divided, especially Man United fans. And I don't think even the footballing world should be divided on this one, and in what should happen with Cristiano Ronaldo. Now where do we begin? Yeah, where do we begin with this one? Yeah, now there's one thing that obviously everyone is kind of talking about, and I know Scott from It's a Football Thing, their podcast, he kind of mentioned this as well, and he knows what he's doing. Scotty, you know what you're doing with this one, yeah? And it kind of triggers me every single time, so I'm going to put this one to bed once and for all for him. Everyone keeps talking about why is everyone losing it at Ronaldo, because besides the Ten Hag comments, everything that he said about the club and the Glazers is kind of true. Now look, let's get this right, yeah? What he said is not more important than why he said it and when he said it, yeah? Nothing Ronaldo has said he can justify. Let's be honest with that, yeah? Because a lot of people said, like Scotty said on his pod, when it's bad, it's Glazers out. When it's going good, you don't hear anything. Well, let's get into that a little bit before I get into this interview, yeah? A lot of the people that are Glazers out, no matter what's happening at the club at any stage, even if we're winning leagues and winning titles, majority of them are still Glazers out. What happened, what these guys have done to the club for the last, 17 years, it's not going to change just because things are now starting to look good, right? Now, he also brought up in the thing, they've given you Ten Hag, they've given you signings and all this sort of stuff. Let's break this one down, Scotty, just for you, yeah? When they sacked Oli, who did they want? They wanted Zidane, another marketing manager, yeah? Then they threw their attentions to Conte, and they wanted Conte. How's Conte doing at Tottenham now? How's their football going at the moment? Sure, they're in front of us. Yeah, cool. But they wanted Conte, right? They also wanted, when Ten Hag came in and he wanted, for example, Darwin Núñez, okay, he was overpriced. He wanted to go to Liverpool, fair enough. We didn't get him. De Jong, okay, you could say they tried to push for him. They didn't get him. Then the other options were Arnautovic and Rabiot. This is what the club wanted, yeah? So they didn't even want Ten Hag. They wanted other managers. Even they wanted Poch. They wanted Poch before they even wanted Ten Hag. Yeah, because he's a manager they liked, and I don't know, maybe he brings in some sort of marketing value to the club, whatever it might be. So this is what we're talking about, yeah? You're saying they're giving us signings, but if it's not for the fans putting the pressure on, because when they wanted Rabiot and Arnautovic, the fans went nuts, and they scrapped them, and they went with other targets. They got in Anthony, they got in Casemiro, right? So just because you're not hearing it from them certain people, and the people that you're saying, only talk about Glazers out when it's gone wrong, call them out, bro. Call these people out, yeah? Because if it's not for the fans to put pressure, none of this, we probably end up with Arnautovic. You never know, could have been better than Ronaldo in this season at the moment. But players like Rabiot, the wages that they're putting players on, it's not going to change. Just because, even if just say there's a miracle, we start winning leagues this season, next season, and winning trophies, winning titles, it doesn't change the fact that what these owners have done in the last 17 years doesn't still stand. So let's clear that one out of the way first, yeah, because you keep using this, it's only Glazers out when it's going wrong. It's funny how it's Kroenke's out when it's going wrong, but there's no tweets, there's no murmurs, there's no nothing about the Kroenkes or Edu now, because you're sitting on top. But wait, in January, if you guys, and I guarantee you, clip this one up, yeah? You like to clip things and lock it in and all that sort of stuff, lock this one in. If if Arsenal don't make any signings and you drop throughout the league by a couple of points, you lose the league to City or whoever by a couple of points, and you lost the league because, let's just say, Martinelli, Saka, and your Saliba and all these players got a few injuries that kept them out for a few games that you dropped points in. But if you got players in January, that could have helped you to win the league. Let's just see then, if that happens, where your fan base will go, So let's not be a hypocrite when it comes to all this sort of stuff, because every fan base is exactly the same. When things are going good, no one really talks about the owners. We all know that. But United fans, we still put the pressure on. There's clips every single weekend of Glazer flags not allowed in the stadium anymore, because they're starting to realize that these guys want us out, even if they haven't already. But green and gold flags, if it says Glazers out, you can't bring them in. So obviously they know. But this whole Ronaldo thing, let's get to this now, Don't think he's saying that because it's for the betterment of the club. Glazers out, what now? But not last season. Why didn't you say it last season? Oh, why? Because Oli was playing you and you were scoring some goals. Is that why you ain't saying anything about the facilities and the jacuzzi and the swimming pool and the training ground and all that sort of stuff? You ain't saying anything then. Oh, the club's behind. Bro, you knew this. Ronaldo knew this when he first came to the club. George Mendes, his agent, I think he's the agent of De Gea and maybe some other players in the past with United as well. He's got Bruno Fernandes there, Casemiro that he's played. All right, Casemiro came in this season, but Varane signed before him, right? So Diogo Dalot's there. Why he can't pick up the phone and go, hey, how's the facilities, all this sort of stuff? Do we got a new jacuzzi? He couldn't pick up the phone and tell them and ask the players before he came. And how come he didn't say it then? Last season we had the worst Premier League season ever, Manchester United, and you didn't come out and say anything. Now a lot of people will say, "How you gonna put shit on Ronaldo? He's a legend of the club." Yeah, cool. He's a legend, and I don't think anyone's gonna forget that he was his first stint. His first stint at the club. And let's not forget that his agent was pushing for a move to Manchester City, and if Manchester United didn't go in for him, he probably ends up there. Whether he liked it or not, he probably ends up at Man City. Goes on maybe to win the league, maybe to win the Champions League. But this guy's coming out and saying he loves Manchester United. Are you taking the piss, mate? Are you taking the piss? And look, the whole facility things, there's nothing, and everything he says in this interview, there's nothing new. Piers Morgan comes out, with this exclusive, the tell-all. Tell what, mate? You've been sucking him off throughout the whole fucking interview, bro. You've had more semis than fucking Ronaldo has had in his career in this interview. The whole fucking thing is sucking him off, kissing his ass. Oh, Ronaldo, I want to go to dinner with you and Messi. You're the greatest player. Shut the fuck up, bro. This guy, it's funny how in this interview, he never hit back at him for anything that Ronaldo said. Never questioned him on anything that Ronaldo said. Just took it for whatever Ronaldo said. Yeah, Ronaldo gives you this answer, didn't push back on it once. But the Kanye West and Andrew Tate interview, they couldn't get a word in. And we'll go through some of these quotes, We'll go through some of these quotes. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, how you going to, like I was saying before, how you going to put shit on him? He scored all these goals for you last year. Bro, where did these goals take us? Out of Champions League and the worst Premier League team ever, He had about 9 goals in March. So in the last 2 months, he scored 2 hat-tricks, a double here, a few single goals here and there, and then he got to 18 Premier League goals. And people are trying to mix up these stats and try to say, look how many goals he scored. He was your top goal scorer. Yeah, we had a shit season. But the season before, we came second. How are we signing all these players, plus the Ronaldo, and we're out of Champions League? It looks like we went backwards. And it's funny how he didn't say anything about Oli. Well, because he's his mate. It's because you started every single game. And is this why you ain't saying anything about the facilities and everything? We know there's leaking roofs. We know the paint's fucking peeling. We know all this. The women's facilities, the women's manager left because she goes, they were fucking working out of Portaloos and all these porta cabins and all this shit. The facilities were rubbish. She left. We all know this. If you're not a United fan, if you're a United fan and you don't know all these problems already, then you got to start questioning yourself on who do you really support, right? Because there's nothing new here. And you can say, oh, but Ronaldo's, making it so everyone knows. For the people that didn't know, fuck off. Give it a rest, bro. Give it a rest. United fans wake up, rival fans wake up and smell the coffee. We already know the issues at this club. Yeah, Ronaldo, where the club is 5 years back and all this shit about how they don't spend money. Well, they're spending like what, 2 million a month on you. 500,000 pounds a week on your wages. Maybe buy some jacuzzis, buy some equipment. I'm pretty sure you got enough money. If money's not the problem about you going to other clubs and all that. Yeah. So let's begin with this guy. Yeah. Preseason, nowhere to be seen. Now we'll take it for face value. The whole family situation. We all know what happened with his son at the back end of last season, and now with his daughter getting bronchitis, and he was in hospital for a week, and all that sort of stuff. But let's call it for what it is. Yeah. Let's call it for what it is. You wanted to move out. Yeah, because the internet is a funny place, bro. The internet's a funny place, and a lot of people have that power of screenshot and have a power of bringing up the receipts when they need to be brought up. Now, George Mendes is going out to every single club trying to give you a move. In preseason in Australia, every time they asked Ten Hag, where's Ronaldo, he said family issues, and no one was really sure. You're saying the Glazers, or you're saying someone from the board didn't believe you. Well, do you blame him when your manager's out there trying to get you out of the club? Did you actually blame him? Yeah. And then there's photos of your wife at a concert during that time you were in preseason. I thought your daughter was sick. Now, and I will take that for face value, but you can't bring all these stuff and not justify all the tweets. You're there in your underwear in preseason, putting up posts of you in your underwear, you in your swimming fucking CR7 costumes and all this sort of shit, promoting your own stuff. But I thought, hold on a minute. I thought you couldn't make it preseason. I thought you couldn't train. You were at Sporting Lisbon's facilities training there, but you couldn't come to preseason. Anyways, Rayo Vallecano game. Yeah, you're saying there. Yeah, you went home, but there was like 8 other teammates. You're the only one that played though. You're the only one that played in that game. So what are you talking about? Yeah, that's another thing. You're the only one that played, and you were left. So don't worry about the other 8. Yeah, and then we'll talk about the Tottenham game. 2 minutes to go, or whatever, 3 minutes to go, whatever it might be, you didn't want to come on. Okay. And then you're complaining about the week before how Ten Hag, in that City game, Ten Hag didn't put you. And look, this is probably one thing that I don't kind of agree. You're saying that Ten Hag used it as an excuse to not put you on the field against Manchester City, saying that he was saving your reputation, for the humiliation on the field, because we're getting slapped up right now. I would have taken that excuse, because the real reason is at 4-1 or 5-1 or 6-1, whatever the fucking score was at the time, right? You would have not offered anything to the team at all. One, because we couldn't hold the ball. Our midfield couldn't hold the ball for 3 fucking seconds for put 2 passes together. So what chance was it for you changing the game? You can't do that. You can't change the game anymore, like by yourself, right? Unless the team is on. The team has to work around you, right? So we can't hold the ball. So why are we putting you on? But it's funny how he puts on Martial. He gets in behind. I think combination maybe with Luke Shaw there. I think Luke Shaw. He gets his first goal. Gets in behind. Takes on players. What you really can't do anymore. Wins a pen. So the striker that he did put on got the goals to make a little bit more respectable, right? Then you're going on about the Spurs game about, he's provoking me, blah, 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 all this shit about how, he put you on in the last 2 minutes, you feel disrespected. But against Liverpool, when he put you on in the 87th minute, you still came on and you didn't make any fuss then. Bro, so what are you talking about? You come on against Liverpool when we were winning as well. We were winning 2-1. You've come on and you didn't say anything after the game, or you didn't walk off the pitch, you didn't storm off. Interesting. Why is that? Because the window was still open and you're trying to look for a move. And that's why in the Southampton game, everyone was saying, could this be his last appearance for United? That's why, right? Let's look at some other quotes, yeah? Let's look at some other quotes. So look, if you look at them, bro, this guy, and another thing, the only reason he's bringing all this stuff up, right? Because he's in denial, bro. He's in denial that He's not the player that he is. He thinks he is. He thinks he's the player that he can come on and change the games. The club is moving forward and he's not part of the plan. He's not part of the plan, bro. And once he starts realizing that, I think the better for everyone and the better for himself as well. He could have done it Ibrahimovic. Yeah? He could have done it Ibrahimovic and been like, you know what? I know my age. I'll go to these. I'll go to this club. Even if he stayed at United, yeah? Even if he stayed at United and goes, you know what? Let me inspire these kids. Let's see if I can improve them. Can I show him something? He's there because I'm an example. What kind of an example are you, bro? You can't play football like you used to be anymore. The young guys, no wonder they're looking at you and saying, this guy's dusted. They don't even want to pass to you half the time. How are you example when you're walking off the pitch? You're throwing your toys at the pram. And let's not forget last year, because everyone wants to bring up last year about your goals, that you scored 24 goals in all competitions. I'll give you the Champions League goals because you saved our ass. Single-handedly in the Champions League saved our ass, but you went missing against Atletico. Yeah? And look, I'll hold it to you. A lot of people said you were the problem last year. I stuck up for you. I stuck up for Ronaldo there and said, look, he wasn't the problem. Right? But you wanted to be an example, right? But after the Everton game, you're slapping phones out of 15-year-old kids' hands. Is that the example that you're showing her to the other players, the other teammates, the other young players in the team? No one wants to bring that up, yeah? No one wants to bring any of that up. Or even last season against Manchester City. Ralph tells you that you're not going to be in the squad, so where you fucked off to Portugal. How come no one's talking about that? Bring that up. Everyone will be talking about, he's your GOAT. Yeah. And he's walking out on the team. It's not the first time. Everyone keeps thinking that this year's the first time this guy keeps walking out. He's a walkout merchant, bro. Catwalk FC, just keep walking in and out whenever it feels like it. And then he wants to say that he's been shown disrespect. Give it a rest, guys. Give it a rest. Because when he scored 700 goals, yeah, the club showed him respect by posting it all over social media. They printed the guy a shirt, Ronaldo with 700. They had balloons in the change room and he took pictures with everyone. When he scored the most goals for the international player, whatever, they did the same thing. So what more respect do you need? You've shown less respect to everyone else, but you've been disrespected. Please, bro. You disrespected Rooney, disrespected Gary Neville, the canteen ladies and all this sort of bullshit, bro. All these people, but you've been betrayed. Bro, you're the one that wanted out to begin with, yeah? Call it for what it is, Mr. Ronaldo, yeah? You called out Ralph, right? Oh, you didn't know who he is. What are you talking about? Didn't know who Ralph was, right? And you're saying the club is putting in a sporting director. Funny how you knew he was a sporting director, right? And we all knew that. We all knew that Ronaldo, we all knew that Ralph was going to come in for the 6 months while they tried to sort out a manager, whether it was Poch, whether it was Ten Hag, yeah? That Ralph was going to be the interim for the 6 months. And then he was going to go 2 years upstairs. But he wanted to throw his toys at the pram and doesn't know who Ralph is and wants to criticize him now because when Ralph came in 2 weeks, he already called out everything that Ronaldo is saying now. He already called all that out in 2 weeks. Players are not good enough. The structure's not good enough. All these things he called out. So where are all you people that are saying, oh, Ronaldo's in the right? Where are all you people? Show me your receipts about when Ralph said it, that you were all making videos saying, yeah, back the manager now. He's saying everything correct. Where are all you guys? Yeah? Because Ronaldo, his whole career, he's been told yes. How come he didn't say anything about Oli? Because Oli was starting him. Oli was starting him in majority of the games. And he didn't say anything bad about him. But once Ralph came in and said, hold on a minute, bro. This is all gone to shit. And the first thing that he realized is Ronaldo's not the guy. Started benching him. Ronaldo started throwing his toys at the pram. Yeah, then this guy wants to go about quoting Picasso about things needs to be destroyed, to be rebuilt. Well, yeah, we're starting with you, bro. We're starting with you. Ten Hag has come in, right? And you're saying he's disrespected you when he's covered for your ass. Every single time he's covered for you. Yeah? No, oh, don't worry, we'll deal with it. He's walked out. Don't worry, we'll deal with him. Then he gave you the captain's armband against Villa. And what happened, bro? What happened? You got pumped 3-1. We've only won one time this season when Ronaldo started. Yeah, so Piers Morgan can go on about these fucking the stats about him, and Ronaldo can sit there and think that he's still got it and still can change the game, where he's running at teams in the Europa League, Sheriff and the fucking Omicron or whatever the fuck other team is, and how many chances in front of goals do you want to miss? That header against Aston Villa right in front of goal, you missed it. When we needed you in some of the other games, when we were 4-0 down to Brentford, yeah, in the 35th minute, where was your leadership? Where was you? Even when we were 1-0 down, 2-0 down, 3... Boys, let's go. Pick this up. Where was your leadership then? Where was your... Where was you to lead, for example, then? No example, bro. You throw your toys. You always throw your arms up in the air. And I'm telling you now, half your teammates are not gonna fucking shed a tear when you leave, bro. Bruno, we saw what happened in the change room, bro, when he gave you that handshake. Let's not make it out like they said a joke. The low in that picture when they took you guys on the bike, mate, they've had enough of you. The whole team has had enough of you. In pre-season, we saw some of the best football. Why? Because Ronaldo wasn't there. We win more games. Where's this stat? I swear we had this stat up. Like 20, we only, when Ronaldo plays, we only win 25% of the games. And when he doesn't play, it's 75% of the games that we win. So what is this guy talking about? Yeah? And Piers Morgan can sit there and suck him off and kiss his ass the whole fucking interview. But at the end of the day, the stats that he wants to use, the stats are right there. The stats are there. We play better without Ronaldo. In terms of not just of result, in terms of we run more shots on target, we create more without Ronaldo, and the stats go on. The percentages are crazy. It's not like by a little bit, it's by heaps. So someone can please explain to me, where has Ronaldo been disrespected just because someone's told him no and you need to sit on the bench? I don't know, bro. What do you guys think, bro? What do you guys think? Because I know some of these quotes. Let me see what else there was. I know Fabrizio Romano posted all these quotes and stuff, and it goes on about. And the thing is as well, like he's saying, "Oh, the Glazers don't care, bro." These guys are the ones that pay you $500,000 a week, right? And yeah, it's all great to go at the owners, but how come you didn't go at them when you first came in? When you should have realized everything then. You should have realized everything back then that it wasn't how it was meant to be. Yeah, let me see. Let's have a look. I don't know if I missed anything, but that's the Picasso fucking. You need to destroy to rebuild. Yeah, bro, we're starting with you. I don't know if I missed anything, man, but like, just some quick thoughts on this Ronaldo situation, bro. What happens now, bro? I'll be honest. He can't play for the club again. Is there? And this is the thing, bro. Like, I don't think this guy can play again. This is the reason why he did the interview. He wanted an exit plan, and this was the exit plan for him, right? And remember, his second dad, Mr. Sir Alex Ferguson, what did he quote? Once a player is bigger than the club, that's when he's got to go, bro. Yeah, no player is bigger than the club. And now, and also another thing that Fergie always used to say, keep things in house. So what's Fergie going to think about this interview, yeah? So you've disrespected him too. That was his one thing, yeah? One thing, keep everything in house. But you've gone out with the Piers Morgan, who was stroking your ego the whole fucking time, yeah? And gone on and said all this shit about the club and how you're not happy there. Bro, we don't care, bro. We don't care. If you were performing to like how you used to or how you think you would, then cool, bro. Cool, but no, you're out here saying, oh, all these younger players, they have it easy, they've never struggled. But bro, you want to go to another club where it's easier, where you can just win trophies and shit. But now you've had it hard, where you knew you came into a club where we need to rebuild. Yeah, you knew there was a rebuilding process. You knew that there was a new structure, new managers coming in, new directors, and all that sort of stuff was happening. Yeah, but once you went in the plan of the manager, yeah, you decide to throw your fucking toys at the pram, bro. And it's like, A lot of people are saying, oh, but there was a lot of promises made to him, and Ten Hag lied to him. Sorry, lied to him about what? When he said in the press conference that, yeah, he's part of my plans. That doesn't mean you have to start. So he backed Ollie, right? He backed Ollie. Go get the receipts. Ollie said that Ashley Young is one of our most important players in the squad. He's our captain and we need him. What happened? See you later. Fuck off. Alexis Sanchez, come here. Fuck off with him. Yeah, Marwan Fellaini, yeah, he's an important player, gives us options up high. Fuck off too. So if you're gonna criticize, if all you guys are gonna criticize Ten Hag because he's lied to him apparently, bro, just because you're in someone's plans. Bernardo Silva has been in Pep Guardiola's plans. He was about to leave last year. He doesn't play every single game, but he's in the plans. Mahrez is in the plans, doesn't play every game, but you don't see them throwing their toys at the fucking pram. Let's see. What else have we missed? Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. Where do you guys think Ronaldo's going to go? Even with the whole thing about him leaving as well. Oh, it's not true that he said there was many clubs after me, not many clubs. So even he's catching himself lying. This whole interview is pre-planned. They know what questions. Even when he was calling Rooney a rat. Even when he was Piers asked him a question. He even goes, oh yeah, there's a lot of people that have been saying some stuff. And then he even said it, oh, Rooney. So you already know, bro. How do you know what Ronaldo's going to say? Because everything's already written down. Everything's been prepared. They've looked through the questions. Everyone knows what's going on. Yeah? This fucking interview, bro. So you called Rooney a rat. And then you're looking at him, he's overweight and how he... Bro, listen, attack the fucking... his statement or his whatever he said about, look, everyone's getting, and he didn't even say anything bad. He just didn't even criticize you. He just said we all get on in age. Oh, but I'm not gonna say it's how I looks or whatever. Maybe shut the fuck up, bro. Because Rooney will fucking knock your teeth in, cuz, yeah. On Mr. Botoxy Cristiano Ronaldo, bro. CR37. Give it a rest, bro. Give it a rest. Set an example. Another thing, I just remembered when we're talking about last year and everyone wants to talk about the goals. Remember in the Champions League game where I think could have been Bruno? When someone's overhit the ball, we'll just say Bruno because he always fucking overhits the ball anyways. Overhits the ball, it's going out for a goal kick. Ronaldo throws his hands up, starts turning around to the halfway line, getting ready for the goal kick. Meanwhile, Edison Cavani fucking sprints down, fighting for the team, wins the ball, and we fucking create an opportunity to create a chance. So where was Ronaldo then? Comes in, takes his number and all that. Not disrespectful, bro. But Cavani was fighting for the shirt. How many people fight for the shirt that they're not at the club anymore? Yeah, to fucking... for this guy to come in. What, you think Martial's going to sit down for you, bro? Nah, give it a rest, Ronaldo. Give it a fucking rest. And this guy wants to criticize Ten Hag and disrespect. Look, do a favor, bro. Like, everything Ten Hag has done, all our signings have been spot on. None of them have flopped so far. So far, so good. We've lost one game in the last 11. We lost our first 2 games at the start of the season. Smacked up the fucking... to Manchester City, and if we didn't lose that game against Villa, then we would have been on the same points as Spurs with a game in hand. So at the moment, bro, we're looking good, bro. We're looking good without Ronaldo. Let's be honest. So even if he leaves, and this is the thing, he's trying to talk about the transfer window. Like, he didn't want to go, he didn't want to leave. He said he was happy, but you're out here, your agent's out here looking for a move for you. And let's call it for what it is, guys. Yeah, let's call it for what it is. Yeah, no one wanted you, and I've got on TikTok a few comments. Oh, what do you mean? Anyone will want Ronaldo? Yeah, Fulham, of course, will want Ronaldo. Everton would want Ronaldo. Of course, teams like that will want Ronaldo. What's the problem? The fucking wages. Yeah, the salary that they have to pay him and all the baggage that he comes with, right? So they can't afford that. A lot of people were saying, oh, he doesn't care about the money. He didn't go to Saudi Arabia for 350 million for two seasons. Well, guess what, bro? Yeah? Bayern Munich said Oliver Kahn came out. So the receipts are there, yeah? All of you people on that TikTok comments, on that clip, oh, where's your facts? Where's your facts? First of all, George Mendes was going out to clubs. That's facts, right? He was. Oliver Kahn even came out and said, no, we're not going in a direction where we need him, which is probably why they got rid of. Oh no, okay, you could say Lewandowski wanted out anyways, but they didn't want someone like Ronaldo to come in because he's not part of their plans. Then he's starting to look at the levels that he was dropping. Yeah, PSG can, but why would they get now Ronaldo with Mbappe and all these guys here? Yeah. Messi and Neymar have to worry about Mbappe, have to deal with him. Now they're going to have Cristiano there. Wait, who's going to start? Ronaldo's not going to start over them three. Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe are all starting over Ronaldo if he goes to PSG. So PSG are not going to go in for him, even though they probably can get him in terms of the wages and all that sort of stuff. Funny thing is how we mentioned about, Piers Morgan said, if you guys go to PSG with Messi, you guys will sell shirts. Yeah, you will. And you called Manchester United a marketing club, didn't you, Ronaldo? So why the fuck did they buy you for? Interesting. Then you say, yeah, we're going to sell shirts. So obviously, the only reason any club will sign you at the moment, you're going to turn 38 in fucking couple of months, is because of your marketing. Be real. Stop being in denial, bro. Stop being in denial, yeah? So, they went to Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund said, nah, bro, we'll stick with Sebastian Haller. He came in. They go, we'll stick with him. They went to Napoli. Napoli said, yeah, we'll be happy to work with him. Manager, directors will be happy for Ronaldo to come here. But they wanted Man United to pay 75% of his wages. So 400,000 or whatever it might be. Roughly around there. Are you kidding? Man United said, no, thank you. So people need to take, and if Ronaldo wasn't about the money, then bro, take the £100, 100k a week. Take the 100k a week. But he wouldn't do that. He says he wants to play at the top level. He wants to play Champions League football. For what club? What club? Sporting? Maybe Sporting will take you. I don't know. The fairy tale ending. Could be, bro. But you come with baggage. The Portuguese, you even said it yourself, bro. The Portuguese media and the Portuguese fans have had enough of you as well. And if you play in this World Cup, boy, I don't think Portugal will do well, bro. Let's be honest. Half your teammates don't like you because of your fucking ego. All the Man United boys don't like you. Even you saw Cancelo in some of the clips already have enough of you. So, in terms of your move, bro, you want it out. Yeah, let's not beat around the bush. You want it out of the club. You didn't get your move. You said in August, in 2 weeks, I'm going to come out with an interview. All this crap, you're going to come out with an interview. You didn't get your move, so you waited and you did your interview now. And look at your timing. After we just won a game, Garnacho scores, yeah, and you had you jabbed the shits because he done the Messi celebration with his jersey. And you picked that moment right before the World Cup because, there's no more football. You don't have to face any of the players in the dressing room. You don't have to go back to training. And in hope that by the time the World Cup is done, because you're not going to come back for the Boxing Day games. Hell no. Or you were never planning to. Even if you didn't do this interview, you were never planning to. You would have pretended to be injured, tired, rest. You needed a bit of a rest. And then you would have probably bring in your age. And then you would have gone into the transfer window in January. Let's find me a club. Who's in the Champions League? I don't know who will fucking take you. Guys, in the comments, who will take Ronaldo? I know people are saying Arsenal. Bro, if Arteta's stupid, he'll take him. If Arteta's stupid. It took him 4 years to build. In fucking 4 weeks, Ronaldo will crush that. In 4 weeks, bang. January, see you later, bro. He'll destroy that. Let's give him benefit of that. Let's just say 4 months. Arteta took 4 years to build this team and his philosophy. And if they get Ronaldo, 4 months, he'll destroy him. And Arsenal will come third. Not first, third. Might as well. If Arsenal sign fucking Ronaldo, City win the league. Simple as that. Let's be honest. Yeah? Chelsea's the only one I can see him going to because this is the reason why Tuchel got sacked. Because he didn't want Ronaldo. Todd Bowley wanted Ronaldo. So you can see a world where Ronaldo does go to Chelsea, but then you got Aubameyang and Ronaldo trying to figure out where the fucking goal is. Might as well bring Timo fucking Werner back. At least he fucking hit the crossbar and hit the post. Yeah? Yeah, bro. Look, it is frustrating, man, because like a lot of people will say, "Oh, how can you speak ill about him and all this sort of shit because he's your GOAT." For me, bro, Rooney was my guy when they were both playing, both at United. Rooney was my guy, bro. But at the end of the day, and people say, oh, but Rooney did the same thing. Yeah, so what, bro? Rooney wanted to go to, said he'll take offers to go to Man City, take offers to go to Chelsea, because the way the club was run back then. So you don't want to back him now. You don't want to back Rooney. You weren't saying anything back then, because how the owners weren't spending and all that. There were some issues around the club, but he ended up staying. We've seen that happen by a lot of players, bro. Yeah, Gerrard, same thing. Maybe he wasn't going to go to Chelsea. I think United were after him as well at one stage, but he ended up sticking with Liverpool. But doesn't mean there was no inkling of these players leaving. That's football at the end of the day, right? But yeah, guys, look, that's just my thoughts. I don't know if I'm missing anything about this prick, mate. Yeah, because where do we go? Where do we go from here, man? Where do we go from here? Let us know, guys. Let us know if you agree, disagree, anything that I'm saying. I'm just trying to find some of these quotes to see if I missed everything. Talks about how the press garbage him. Yeah, look, I can agree with Ronaldo there, bro. Let's be honest. There's a few things. Look, take personal time off because of your family. 100% agree with that. With Ronaldo, take as long as you want. When the thing happened with his son, the tragedy with his son, I was shocked. He came back after like a week. We played Liverpool. After a week, he played and he came on against. I think he started against Arsenal, which was a surprise. And this is why it kind of contradicts itself a little bit with your daughter was in hospital for 1 week, but then the rest of the preseason you were nowhere to be seen. But we'll take it for face value, you know what I mean? We'll take that for face value, whatever Ronaldo had to say. But I don't know, bro. I don't know, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments. I'll wrap it up there. Because it's just gonna fucking get me a bit more frustrated. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, we thought he came in. He gave us a fairy tale start at the start of last season with his goals against Newcastle. Peter Drury with that intro of Ronaldo walking onto the field. Lisbon, Manchester, Turin, and Madrid. All this crap, and Manchester again. G'd us up. You know what I mean? We fell in love with Ronaldo again, but then we all seen this coming as well. Because you can ask any United fans that when he left Juventus, I don't think anyone wanted him back. It was to that point where he was going to go to Man City. We kind of all buckled a little bit. I know I was. And I was buckling that he was going to go there, and see him in the Manchester City shirt would have hurt a little bit. But yeah, guys, any questions, leave them in the comments. I might leave this one here, this pagan Cristiano Ronaldo. See what happens, bro. See what happens with this guy, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you check out the World Cup preview. I'll give you my predictions about the World Cup and who I think is going to come out of the group stages, and my opinion on who's gonna win the World Cup. And it's not Portugal. Cristiano, very sorry with that. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one, guys. See you later.